Hey yo guys, so we back with another video, you feel me? Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and hope you enjoy the video. Okay, just make sure I'm recording. So let's get into it. This game is called Lift Your Spirits. You're about to see. It's about 20 something minutes long, so sit back, grab some snacks, and enjoy the ride. Let's get into it. Alone on a Friday night, and I'm spending it here. My fingers were sluggish as they typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spell checking the rest. My hand dragging the cruiser across to close the document. Alright, time to submit it. I typed out my regards to Mr. Haltzman. Oh god, making sure that said Altman. Just making sure. Can I get this to read too? No, I can't. Okay. Kindly find the attached file of your assignment. Your student. Joe, I guess. Wait, what? Oh, caps lock. Joe. Stifling a yawn, I turned on my phone to check the time. 2:53 a.m. The universe looks... Is that something they're watching? Or is that an Amber Alert? That sounded like an Amber. The universal experience of losing sleep.
What's that noise?
I think it was an Amber Alert.
It's a warning.
Yeah, an Amber Alert.
Warning.
An Amber Alert.
Warning.
Are you retarded?
This is the second.
I shouldn't have said that. No, she's not slow. No, that's just sometimes how we and her talk to each other. Sibling stuff. If you have a younger sibling and that you're close to, you would understand. But I'm recording, so right now wouldn't be the best time to say that. Anyone who has special needs, siblings or family members, I'm so sorry if I offended you. Really am. That is my bad. Shouldn't have said that. Not at all. I think I have some family members that are special needs too, though. Doesn't make it right, but I'm just saying, But my bad if I offended anybody. Wasn't trying to. Again, it's my little sister. Just how me and her talk. My bad. Sorry if I offended anyone. Sorry if anyone's watching what is, special needs. Really didn't mean to. I also don't like saying that word as well. I actually tried because I'm trying to be like a better person and all that other stuff. Or not a better person, but like I don't know how to say it, but I actually stopped saying it for a while. Not that. I stopped saying like, oh, are you, because I used to say like, oh, are you this, oh, but like, now I stop because it doesn't fit right with me. Saying that knowing there's actual people, It's not right. The campus was open 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? So we're a college student, I'm guessing. I consider myself lucky Mr. Holman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be screwed. Still, there were also the rumors. Dissembled voices echoing through empty rooms, heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. Hold up. I'll be right back. I'm back. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machines at the end of the corridor, staring at them. I wasn't the superstitious type, but I had to admit, the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. Oh, was recalling all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk up. I glanced behind me over the monitors to see if someone had come in. Nobody. I ignored the goosebumps rising on my arms as I gathered up my items into my bag. I thought that was something else. Superstitious or not, I have done what I came here for. Time to go. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me, as if expecting someone there. Yet it's always empty every time I look. I tapped the button some more. The hairs at the back of my neck stood, as if I was being watched. I clenched my fists, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Is there someone behind me? Ding! I ain't gonna lie, if that got y'all, put it in the comments. That didn't get me, but I don't think that got anybody. But if it did, cause I ain't gonna lie, that could have got me. I jumped. The door slid open as I released the breath I didn't realize I was holding. I didn't even consider looking back as I stepped inside, refusing to turn around until the doors closed. That makes sense. The chipper background music that they played calmed me down somewhat. Excuse me. Okay. I'm always in disbelief they were still playing it at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor of the elevator, moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared at the numbers slowly descended. The lull of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. I thought of things I could do once I got home just to distract myself for the rest of the ride. A shower I didn't even get to read the thing. I blinked up at the flickering lights. I usually always have lights, but that was a little loud. The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No. This can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone out there? I'm stuck in here. Help! I stared, slamming the doors as panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Help, please, I'm in here. I didn't stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. I was about to turn before I felt a chill run up my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I didn't think I had a fear of closed spaces unless... There was a raspy moan from behind me. I turned my head and screamed. Across me was a growing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. Whoa. Man, you don't get your lanky danky dang looking at it. Now let me stop. Dang. I probably know someone that black. Let me stop. Okay, actually, I ain't gonna lie. I really enjoy these right, like these little story based. I kind of enjoy. These are pretty cool. A hand emerged from the writhing form, grasping at the edges. Foul-smelling black ichor dripped from its fingers, and then you got the beats and stuff. I like that. Whoa. Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. I couldn't find my voice to scream. A face took shape. Whoa. A pair of hollow eyes and a maniac grin with several teeth. It seemed to smile directly at me. Whoa, what the... I blacked out. Wake up. Hey, I heard a voice panic and flustered from above me. Oh, what's going on here? The person was looming over me, visibly worried as I blinked back to consciousness. What if the person that was through the thing, that is her, but when we woke up, she put everything back to normal? And then she's acting like, oh my god, what happened, da da da. Or she gets possessed. Or that was the thing was actually something else, but he transformed into her. And then, same thing. But a person was looming over me, visibly. Oh yeah, okay. You're alive. I couldn't really check for a pulse. So anyway, are you alright? Yeah, she does not look very... I looked a little weird. Phew. I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looking a few good inches past my head. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. Dang, she's taller than me? That's why. She's gray, too. Unless it's some type of mystical world, it's not adding up. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash away their makeup or if they just haven't slept for 3 days. Okay, no, this is a normal world and she's gray. Dang, man, how is your disguise so bad? Like, it would be good if you just would have made yourself black, white, Hispanic, some sort of other color besides gray. Possibly both. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I suddenly remember the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the walls. But before you were here, there was something crawling out of the walls. I know it sounds insane, but I swear it looks straight out of a horror movie. The stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm nuts. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you for sure. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry, I was really trying to be sneaky. That must have been uncomfortable to watch, huh? Come again? What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. There's really no easy way to say this. I'm not alive. Not the way you are. She's a ghost? So she might not even be... Wait a minute. This game's called Lift Your Spirit. She's a spirit. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Okay, that makes sense. So she must be a dead spirit or something, and she just roams the school. So there must be other spirits here too. That's the case, because if she helped me, then that must have not been her who did all of that blinking and making noises. Did they mean... You mean like a ghost? And that's why she's gray. I should have also thought about... She's not... Well, no, she's probably gray, but she's also probably like ghosts. Usually ghosts are pictured as gray. So like... That makes so much sense. Basically, you must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me, in the flesh. Well, sans the flesh. I'm not gonna... That is so rude. She should kill me if not let me stop. But that is rude. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. The stranger gave a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. No problem. I feel like you wouldn't have... Well, no, this could be all a part of her plan. She could just like playing with humans, and this is, her plan. But besides that, I don't see her saving me unless, like I said, this is some sort of plan. I'd ask for your name, but I already know that it's Joe. How did you know? I've been watching you for a while. Excuse me? Tonight, I've been watching you for a while tonight. It's not safe to be alone this late. I would know. Before I could ask further, they straightened. Anyways, I stuck around to see you. Oh, so she must have died here or something from staying late at night. I struck your paper. I stuck around to see you write your paper. I didn't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Thanks, I think. Dang, you can... It's crazy how rude you can be to her on... It's like, nice option, rude option. Which way do you want to go? You can either be a nice person or you can be a rude person, or you can be both. Like, yo, like, like, she has not done anything for me to genuinely be like, this is not your opinion, da 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 da. Like, bro, she's literally just a ghost. She's probably the same age as us. She's dead. Like, bro, if you don't chill out, man, there's no reason to be that mean to her. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours? Oh, they looked away, fingers picking at their sleeve. I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but no name. Strange, but isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking on yourself? Their eyes widened as if they thought it never occurred to them. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked the way it almost sounds. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can be so mean, bro. Their smile widened. Thank you, Joe. All of them went back to twiddling their fingers. Their fingers. Oh, I guess because it's a ghost. We stood in silence for a while, gagging on what to say next. I kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they'd feel as solid as they looked. They know I was staring, but didn't seem to mind waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation and shock to actually form words past our introductions, to be honest. They started humming softly as if to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. Wow, what did I say? I have to ask, how did you and Mama? Had a knowing look in their eyes. Oh man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. Listen, sis. Despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks seems to darken. We don't have to get into it, but I really want to know, please. They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me? Promise. Okay. So I was staying late working on an assignment, just like you. No one was around. Even back then, I was known as a loner. Most of the time, it wouldn't bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. So I headed over to the... She choked to death. She went over to the vending machine, and she got a drink, and she choked to death. So I headed over to the drink to get a drink. They paused, hands shaking. They clasped at their wrists and twisted before continuing. Just a soda, not too much to ask, right? I paid for the damn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. So I pulled and well, they struggled a bit before I waited for them to continue. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. The whole time my hand was still stuck on that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. They sunk into themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? It's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. Kinda sounded like you deserved it. Okay, if any of y'all played this game and said that, y'all are some straight monsters. What is up with y'all? Kinda sounded like you deserved it. How does she deserve it? She's a student like us, did some late work like us, went to get a drink, and got crushed. First off, how did that even really happen? Golly. And second, how does she deserve it? Because she wanted a drink? You can be a monster in this game. I feel like that's something you would say in like a different type game where there's someone you know but you don't like them, so you say that. But like, there's no need to not even like her. They passed right through, giving an ice cold chill at my fingertips, but almost seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. They looked at me, their nervous hands finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I want to help you get out of here. I tilted my head. How are you going to do that? Boys, man, I can try some things. That is, if you trust me. Trust Alma. I mean, there's no difference. I might as well trust Alma. They clap their hands excitingly. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop. My heart plunged into my throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma, hang on, let me focus. The button for each floor flashed behind me. I closed my eyes and shut and decided to trust them. Bro, it's her. I'm saying her. She obviously looks like a female. It felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. I just don't feel like saying there or them or whatever. Their air whizzed around me. I gripped my teeth and cleaned my hands. Knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. I landed on my butt with a smack. I blinked my eyes open to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to see me on the floor and gestured towards the doors. They cranked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. This is how you usually should read. My jaw dropped as I realized they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it. I did. I never got to do that before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma, only to completely pass through them. They yelped and backed away to the wall. Give a signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's gross. Oh, sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the doors, Alma following suit. Sure enough, y'all don't know what that means. It just means following along with them. Sure enough, the lobby was empty. The clock on the wall indicating it was close to 4 a.m. now. Well, I guess this is it. I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, fingers twitching to intertwine with one another. It all happened so fast. I sunk in that now I could leave and go home right now if I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. They nodded understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I gasped with my phone inside my pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? What the heck? Okay, I guess. That makes sense. Okay, I can see that. I guess. They did a double take, huh? Well, would you want to hang out? Yes. But why would you want to? Why wouldn't I? I like you. Once again, their cheeks darkened despite being them. I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great. Preferably when I'm, not stuck and helpless in an elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week. Yes, don't worry about a time or place. I can always find you wherever you are in the building. You see how dry I got? Like, God, man. Kind of unsettling, but okay. Stay safe, Joe. I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good into Friends for Life or more. Good end to Friends for Life or more. Friends for Life or more? Ooh, so I guess if you're rude, you probably die. That makes sense. You deserve it if you were rude to her. I ain't gonna lie. You probably deserved it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more games like this, give me some recommendations and I'll try to find some. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and have a good day. Or in my situation,